Oh my gosh. So you guys, you know how I keep complaining about this insomnia thing? I was literally just in the bathroom. I think I'm hallucinating from lack of sleep at this point. I'm getting like 2 hours a night. I was sitting in there and the shampoo bottles in the bathroom were like melting and shrinking. I am not on drugs. I just cannot sleep. I get like 2 hours a night. I took prescription strength like Benadryl yesterday. I think that all of this has to do with like lowering the dose of my anxiety meds. Yeah, imagine that, being less sedated when you've been sedated for like a decade will mess with one's ability to sleep normally. I don't know what to make of that. I don't know. I don't even know right now, you guys. My mood is okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down and play like a yoga nidra meditation and try and sleep. I'll probably get like another hour and then my stupid body will be like, hey, guess what? We're awake now. Get up and do things. That's what's happening. I'm hallucinating from insomnia. I'm not even just like trying to stay up. I don't know. Clearly, I am with it enough to know I do not I do not sound smart right now. All right, good night, hopefully. Jesus Christ, Kate. So I'm getting kicked out of my Airbnb. I woke up to the host banging on my door this morning. Tonight would have been night 5 out of a 28-day stay. And at first they didn't want to refund me, and their whole excuse is that I had my dogs off leash. They didn't tell me to put them on leash. In fact, their listing said specifically that it was fenced, and so dogs were free to run and have fun. I don't know. So it just sucks because I really liked it here, and now I've got to figure out where to go next. And they wanted me out in like a 2 hours. I guess they texted me at like 9:30, and then they showed up here at like 10:15, and they wanted me to leave by, I think they said 11:15. So I've been on there talking to Airbnb because if they don't want me here, I don't feel safe staying. I don't want to stay. However, I'm not going to leave and just miss out on like $1,000. That would be insane. My guess is one of the other people who like lives on the property came home with their kid yesterday, which if I'd known, I think maybe their kid was afraid of the dogs, and because maybe they're bigger than they're used to. But I don't know why they put then that dogs were allowed to be off leash. So I don't know. Here we are. It's really triggering for me when people bang and scream and getting kicked out of housing. I've lived so many places. I just can't. Well, we're nomadic anyway, right? So we're just getting nomadic a little bit sooner, but I'm gonna make sure I get my money back because that's an important piece of, I pay money to stay here and they let me stay here. I'd really wanted to do a cabin tour for you guys before I left too, and now I don't really have time. But it's super cute. Normally the vibes are way better. I did accidentally book the hunting cabin, which is unfortunate for a vegetarian to have done. What do you think, Scout? She's like, why is mommy stressed? Everything's all good. But yeah, so I'm just trying to pack my art supplies and my clothes. And yeah, I guess we're just trust the unfolding. Nina, she's sitting in the suitcase. Lena, you're so tiny and old. Look how small this dog is. She's really mad at Scout. Scout, she does not want to play with you. Scout, no. You're an annoying young puppy and she's 16. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so in the past I would have gotten reactive and like gotten really triggered by the fact that they were banging on the door and shouting and stuff. And I would have gotten reactive and just, I don't know, yelled back or whatever. But I'm doing this the adult way of dealing with, Airbnb customer support. And like I said, I'm happy to leave. I'm not going to leave 24 unpaid days, like 24 days of a trip paid for when I was on a day 4 of a 28-day trip. That would be insanity. Not a great way to wake up. However, I did get more sleep last night than I have in a while. I had some pretty interesting dreams, which is neither here nor there. Okay, Airbnb is messaging me again. I just got the notification, so I'm gonna go see what's up with that. Wish me luck. So I'm in Florida. I just left the Airbnb and it's hot enough that the dogs are panting, but I'm freaked out enough by all the stuff that just happened that I've got goosebumps. So that's super cute. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here in a car with all of my belongings and my dogs Lena looks so tired. Me too, baby. I'm so glad I got some sleep after that video about how I was like hallucinating from sleep deprivation last night, because otherwise today would be so much worse. But yeah, the Airbnb hosts were really creepy. They were like sitting outside watching me while I was packing up and leaving angrily. The husband kept walking onto the porch. I was staying in like a private, like I wasn't in a home share, you know, I had the entire place. I'm gonna vape, just cut out the vaping, okay, editor. Where's my vape? Fuck, now it's getting hot. Yeah, so I'm out of there. The Airbnb customer support guy is being really nice. He was literally like, I'll take care of you. I'm so alone in the world that it feels, even that made me cry. Because it's like, okay, somebody cares in some capacity. I don't know where to drive or what to do. He said he was gonna call me back. So I'm just waiting, and thank God I brought a big thing of water. I'm gonna meditate for a little bit. I'm just gonna meditate in my car for a little bit. Stop filming so I can turn the AC back on for a second. Despite the goosebumps, it's warm down here. Okay. That could have gone worse. I was worried they were like actually gonna like bust in while I was there and like get scarier. I don't think I've processed this yet. Why can I never find anywhere to stay? Why? It's freeing sometimes and it's terrifying sometimes. And isn't that just the way it rolls, you know? Do you hear that too? That was loud and startling. Okay, anyway, Scout's having a good time. She's a Daisy dog. She's always happy. Hazel is watching something. I'm in the sticks. These are some serious hicks, you guys. Yeah, the night I finally I'm grateful that I'm hopefully gonna get a refund and that the Airbnb guy is being really helpful. And I'm grateful that everybody got out of there safely and that I think I didn't forget anything. I probably just jinxed myself. But unlike the last time I had to move abruptly, I brought my charger. God, that was such a nightmare. We've got this. I'm tough. I'm gonna take care of my inner child. I've done enough therapy to fucking handle this. Because what else are you gonna do, right? So I've pulled over to feed and water the dogs. They were running around in this somewhat gorgeous field. It's pretty magical, actually. I don't know what those yellow flowers are called, but if you know, let me know. So the craziness from yesterday has gotten a little better. I found someone to crash with last night after I was in the car for like 8 hours, and it was only supposed to be a like 4-hour drive, but I kept having to stop to look for places to stay and deal with Airbnb customer support. The guy was amazing. He was so kind. At one point he was literally like, I'm gonna take care of you. And I started to cry because it just felt so wonderful to have him be so kind. Yeah, so I'm crashing with someone for last night or a couple of nights if I haven't annoyed the fuck out of him, and if, depending on when I have 2 leads on Airbnbs. It's hard because I need a fenced yard because of Basil and Scout, and those are my 2 dogs, if you did not pick up on that. But yeah, and my budget is very limited, so it's really rough trying to find places. But I have 2 leads. One's in Louisiana, one is back in Florida. I am currently in Pensacola, Florida, which is a really fucking lovely place. They have the best beaches. Anyway, so that is what's up this morning. Good morning. I've been up since like 3 a.m. working. Okay, so if you watched the first video I made, I said things would be fine unless they really went sideways. Yesterday, it felt like they'd really gone sideways. I had the worst day yesterday. I filmed some of it for you. I'm finding taking these videos to be really therapeutic, actually, as I'm like going through like all of this upheaval and this crazy time. It just feels really nice to have someone to talk to in some kind of weird parasocial way, if that makes sense. So thank you for being here, because if I see someone watched it, I'll feel encouraged to make more. Hello. So I'm feeling a lot more reassured today because the friend I'm staying with, I wasn't sure how close we were because I hadn't seen him in a while, but he did say that if I get into like a tight stranded situation again, like I did in Tallahassee, that I can come and stay with him. So that's awesome. Because it's really hard to get a hotel room with 3 dogs. A lot of them just won't allow dogs at all, let alone 3 of them. So it's just really complicated, but yay, I have a backup plan. I feel so much less anxious. Scout and I are in the car. Anyway, All right, that is all for now. That is the news. And I'll be heading to Louisiana this afternoon. I have therapy. Told you I do a lot of therapy. And then I got to pack up a little bit and head out. I'm going to stay in this really cute little white cottage. Please don't kick me out. I'm trying to like manifest that it'll go well, but it's in the sticks. So I'm like stocking up on things I need before I leave. Yeah. So anyway, that is the news. Always forever mussing with my hair in the camera. My sunglasses are falling off. I have made it to Louisiana. Stay tuned.